The truth about wholesaling houses. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about wholesaling, the very popular strategy of locking up contracts with motivated sellers and then assigning those contracts to end buyers or fix and flip investors like us. So the number one reason I don't advocate for wholesaling is because it's very much a zero-sum game. It's a constant chase. You're ever and always chasing deals, chasing closings, right? You're gonna need to constantly have your pipeline full, be converting on whatever marketing efforts you're currently undertaking, locking up contracts, and then assigning them to other investors. But the second you do that assignment, you're back on the grind, hustling for the next assignment, right? So that's the number one reason I really don't advocate for people getting started going into wholesale. The second reason is because when you get into wholesale, they often pitch you on wholesale because you can get in with no money down, which by the way, you can get into fix and flips with no money out of pocket as well. But with regard to wholesale, you need a marketing budget. The reality is that you need to go and actively market. You can door knock, you can cold call, you can work up leads that way. But if you're gonna scale a business, which wholesaling is very difficult to do with, you're gonna need to up the marketing spend. You're gonna need to constantly be generating new lead flow. And really, the only way to do that at scale is with a budget. And so that get started investing in real estate with no money out of pocket nonsense really only applies if you want to do one-off deals and chase closings. If you want to build a real business in real estate, that's not going to happen without some sort of marketing spend. And ultimately, the third and final reason, and the one that operationally just makes the least amount of sense, is that you're getting into a business where you have to bake in a fallout rate. You have to assume that you're gonna have deals not close because of clouded title or a buyer fading on you, right? You lock up a contract, you're not even sure if the contract's any good because who knows if the title is good, right? You're gonna have to work through that process and make sure that there's no encumbrances and that you can actually transfer title. Assuming that works out, now you have to trust that the person on the other end, guys like me, right, are going to buy the property at the predetermined price, at the agreed upon price, and not ultimately fade on you, forcing you to then go back to the seller and have to retrade. And there's somewhere between an 8 to 10% fallout rate on contracts in the wholesale game. And so how do you build a business where you're getting in knowing that 10% of your deals are gonna fall apart for one of 2, 3, 4, or 5 reasons? And so that just doesn't speak to me from a scalability standpoint. I prefer to buy the deals from wholesalers myself and see the fix and flip process through, right? Or the BRRRR process through. I'll go direct market to sellers with every intention of actually buying the house, right? Not positioning myself as the end buyer, only with the intention of passing the contract through to somebody else, right? I just don't want to build a business based on lies, based on misdirection, with anticipated fallout, only to ever be chasing closings anyway. I prefer to build something that's scalable, which is why we advocate for our model, our version of fix and flips with big value add, forced appreciation style rehabs where you can bake in really fat spreads that afford you the financial resources to then build out an organization, to then hire an executive assistant, an office manager, a project manager, someone to handle in-house marketing efforts, right? That's how you can scale and build a business. And good luck doing that in wholesale, right? There are a few that have been able to do it, but if you look at their marketing budgets, they're likely spending north of $40,000 a month to generate the lead flow that they need to make the business make sense. And so if you are gonna go into wholesale, just go in with eyes wide open, knowing that these are the 3 issues that you're likely gonna face, making the decision to pursue this business despite those issues, but understanding that you're gonna have to address them, accommodate them, and work around them if you ultimately hope to scale this, right? If it's to do one-off deals, if it's to do a deal a year, something along those lines, I get it, that's some sort of a side hustle, but if you're gonna look to build a business out of this, ultimately affording you the freedom to get out of your W-2, then just be aware that this is what you're up against and this is what you're likely gonna have to face. And so guys, hopefully this video just helps paint a little bit clearer picture of what wholesale is and how we differentiate between wholesale and fix and flip, right? That's not to say that there aren't opportunities to do wholesale, we wholetail, we fix and flip, we BRRRR, we do a lot of different strategies, but we're not dependent on wholesale specifically as our core business model. And so again, just wanted to come to you guys with another quick video, hopefully brought you some value today. If so, like, comment below, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.